recording. What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I'm coming at you guys because I'm going to be going over some Duel Links spoils and some Duel Links updates. So I guess some of this is probably already known because I'm recording this a day later because work be stressing. So yeah, it is a little late, so I do apologize. But I'm actually very excited because the new mini box, and there are a couple of things that I did want to also talk about as well within this new link because I do play Duel Links. I play it casually. I'm not very good at it, but I like to have the fun because it's a very big nostalgia trip in a lot of cases. And they like to add a lot of the newer cards to give you some spice or whatever, and it is not bad. So, and a lot of people wanted to see me talk about Duel Links anyway, so why not? Um, there's a lot of stuff here I'm going to be going over. Now, before I just want to say thank you guys so much for your support. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can also hit the notification bell next to the description button, so you can be informed of when I do upload more content. In addition to that, there is of course my social media links: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. All of that is um, in the description box below, as well as the Patreon if you want to give a little more to help out the channel. So, it is amazing when you guys do help with that. So, alright, let's go ahead and let's talk about these leaks. Now, I'm going to just give it a span between April and May. This is when a lot of this stuff will be coming out. First off is a whole bunch of these new leaked cards. I think some of these will appear thanks to Duke Devlin being in the game, because spoilers, Duke Devlin's being added to Duel Links. And the other is that most of these are probably going to show up in the card trader. Some of these probably will be cards that you can obtain via Duke. And I think some of these cards are being added into the card trader, Duke, and all that little stuff here and there. So we got some pretty cool cards. The BTS series is going to be here thanks to Duke. Duke has a lot of machine monsters that are based off of spaceships and stuff. These also make to a reference of Konami's other series, what was it? Gradius. Because Gradius is a monster in Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. And the ship itself is actually based off of Gradius. The BTS cards and all of them are based off of Gradius as well. So you get a lot of references to a lot of Konami's other video game series. They've done this as well with Castlevania, Vic Viper, and stuff like that. Because actually Vic Viper is also here, making its debut as well in Duel Links. There is no certification of when you can obtain this card. I think all of these cards at this point. But you have a lot of cards that focus on dice roll. You have a lot of cards that focus on manipulation of things. You have a lot of cards that are just being added to fit into the game. Also to note, Argoff the Relentless, he's going to be making his debut in Duel Links. I don't know if he's already here, but apparently no, he's not. He's going to be making it in terms of Duke Devlin's event, which is cool because this is Duke's ace monster. So I'm going to give you guys a bit of up for Argoff the Relentless. Argoff is a level 7 Earth Attribute Warrior type monster, 2500 attack, 2450 defense. Once a turn during your main phase, you can roll a 6-sided die 3 times. And this card gains attack and defense equal to that total times 100 until the end of your opponent's turn. Then if 2 of the results were the same, you can apply the appropriate effects. If all 3 were the same, apply all of these effects. So if the result is 1 or 2, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect until the end of your opponent's next turn. If the results are 3 and 4, draw 2 cards. If the results are 5 and 6, this card can attack your opponent directly. So being in Duel Links, having 2500 or more attack and being able to attack directly can be devastating. And of course, with Argoff, that's some devastating damage right there. That's more than half your life points. That's depending if you don't have any if your opponent doesn't. Well, that's, yeah, depending if you don't have any alterations to your life points via card effects, via skills, and stuff like that. Orgoth making his appearance, of course, he's going to probably be part of Duke's duel regiment, where you have to battle him a certain number of times in order to get specific cards once off of Devlin. And then probably this is going to be one of the things you can get as a reward for defeating Duke. So, in addition to that, there's another card I wanted to point to, and that's actually this one right here. This is Sixth Sense. If you play Modern Yu-Gi-Oh, you know that this card is forbidden. Sixth Sense is a very beneficial trap card for those decks. Well, a lot of decks actually can take advantage of Sixth Sense. I'll read off Sixth Sense for you so you can get a little clarification. You roll, it's a normal trap card. You declare two numbers from 1 to 6. Your opponent will roll a 6-sided die, and if the results are any of the numbers you declared, you draw that many number of cards. Otherwise, from the top of your deck, you send that many number of cards to the graveyard, equal to the result. Now, this card is forbidden in both the OCG and TCG because there were so many different ways you could take advantage of Sixth Sense. Sixth Sense came physically to the TCG actually a little late. If you remember, this card was introduced in Legendary Collection Joey's World. Physically. However, many of the games prior to in NA and EU and SA, NA, and EU, all of them pretty much had this card in forbidden status. The reason why is because this card, I believe, came out around the time Invasion of Chaos came out, and because that was nothing but, chaos monsters and a lot of filling up your graveyard and stuff. Sixth Sense was a benefit either way. You either drew cards or you sent cards to the graveyard from your deck that could potentially be revived by cards like Mask of Darkness, Magician of Faith. You had Prima, stuff like that. You could, banish the monsters like Dark for Chaos Sorcerer, BLS, Chaos Emperor, and all the sorts of things. So there's a lot of reasons why this card cannot come off the Forbidden Limited list. And if this card did come off the Forbidden Limited list, wow, there's gonna have to be a lot of restrictions added to Sixth Sense in order for this card to be played again. Because there's way too many decks currently that could even benefit from this card, even if you don't get the draw, you can still mill, and the mill can be very beneficial. So I'm very shocked to see this in Duel Links, but maybe this is something that's going to be part of Duke. Like, maybe this is one of Duke's final cards that you can receive, and that you'll probably have to play around a lot with Duke Devlin, which most people do. They know how to farm really well to get their levels and stuff up, so... Alright, other than that, Liminal Removal is going to be added, Vic Viper, Summon Dice, and Dice. So, alright, we're going to move on from there, because there really isn't much to really talk about. It's just a whole lot of dice cards. I'll move on to the next mini box. It is ironically named Sign of Harpies. It's going to be the first Harpie-focused, mini box. And I actually was very excited to find out that this was coming because I said this before. I was, a lot of forums and stuff, that we're going to eventually get the Harpie cards for the modern era, but it's going to be a mini box. And I was right. With the exception of 3 cards, Harpie's Featherstorm, which would be completely broken, Harpie's Pet Phantasmal Dragon, which I think at its own will probably come with Mai in part of maybe Elegant Mai event, or maybe, probably Elegant Mai, or maybe the next main box will have Harpie's Pet Phantasmal Dragon. And then Harpie's Pet Baby Dragon, which is still probably a Harpie monster that Duel Links hasn't received yet, probably because of how Duel Links itself is set up. So maybe it will probably come a little later, because there's only 3 slots on the board. It's kind of similar situation to the Duel Terminal, where the Duel Terminal had Harpie's Pet Baby Dragon. And for the most part, it was a monster that your opponent had to attack in battle, because you had the 2 other Harpie monsters on the field, as well as the fact that the monster itself was 2400 attack. So, yeah, all you really needed was one more Harpie monster your side of the field, and all they had to do was gain the ability to destroy a card on the field, because it did not include itself. But we have Cyber / Harpie Lady, we have Blade Arm Ninja, and we have Mecha Phantom Beast Draco Sack, all leading the ultra rares. Fun fact to note: Cyber Slash Harpie Lady is the cover monster of Sign of Harpies. They also are including, of course, some more Harpie cards. Harpie Channeler, Harpie Harpist, Harpie Perfumer, Hysteric Sign, the Harpie Lady Elegance, and reprints of Cyber Harpie and Hysteric Party to be added to this. As well, we have a couple of more additional monsters. We have Ninja support. We have Blade Armor Ninja. We have number 12, Crimson Shadow Arm Ninja. I do believe there's some other ninja support here. Yeah, Strike Ninja, who's, I believe, getting reprinted as well. We have Flame Arm Ninja, and there another ninja card? I think it was just there it is. We have the release of Armor Ninjutsu Art of Rusted Mist being added. You control this if a monster gets special summoned to your opponent's side field. If you're controlling a ninja monster, the current attack of that you can have the current attack of special summon monsters. So it's pretty okay. But yeah, there's a lot of cards here being added. We have some of the FA support. We have some of the, spaceship cards. The Falcon Beta. We have Lord British Spaceship Fighter. We have Gradius himself being reprinted, as well as Cyclone Laser. Got a lot of dice cards as well. Fire Dice is being added. Ooh, wow. You only activate this if you have no cards in your hand. You roll 6-sided die 3 times. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to the sum of the total die times 100. So, burn damage. Yeah. I know, I'm shocked this is coming, but I guess because it's situational. But I don't know, with Duke, they might do some crazy stuff with that. A lot of FA support. Ooh, Lucky Straight is in here. Oh, we need another rank 7, because Harpies are going to be taking advantage of Dragon and playing stuff like Phantom Beast. We have Dagusto Emerald making his appearance. Oh, wow. Dagusto Emerald. If you don't know who Dagusto Emerald is a rank 4 wind attribute rock type monster. Requires 2 level 4s, can detach material from himself once a turn. To activate one of these following effects: you can target 3 monsters to your graveyard, shuffle them back into your deck, draw 1. Its second effect is you target 1 non-effect monster in your graveyard, and you special summon it to the field. The crazy thing about Dagusto Emerald, of course, as we know here in the TCG, Emerald is, I believe, limited still. And that is just due to the fact Emerald is a pot of avarice with an ability to special summon normal monsters, which is funny because Emerald himself is not only a Dagusto, but I think there's some remembrance to him being a Gem Knight for his look, actually, is a resemblance of one of the Gem Knight monsters. I think this has to do with the whole Hidden Arsenal thing, where they combined, where some of the archetypes joined forces to help get rid of some of the plagues of the Dual Terminal world. I think at that point, where this monster came from, I think the Evil Swarm actually was a thing. So, yeah, nice to see Emerald. It could potentially be hit because of that pot office effect. We do also have FA Hang on the Mech. We have FA Auto Navigator. Navigator is actually really good with FA. Don't sleep on her. Fog King's here. I don't know. That's cool because attributing this monster, he gains attack equal to the original attack of all the attributed monsters. Then either player contribute cards, so he's like a walking Mask of Restrict. Old Monarch decks used to run him because of that whole your opponent can't tribute. Neither player contribute cards scenario. It's kind of a way to counter mirror match, but also counter cards that would tribute cards to do other effects. Lightning Vortex is here. Lightning Vortex is awesome. It's the first of the retrains for Regeki. You discard a card from your hand and you destroy all monsters your opponent face-up monsters your opponent controls. So it's a good way to clear some of the board and the madness that is on the board. Other than that, I mean, the Harpie cards themselves are some of their own stance. We have Harpie Channeler. If you discard a Harpie card, such summon a Harpie monster from your deck. While you control a Dragon-type monster, this monster's level becomes 7. Her name becomes Harpie Lady while she's on the field or in the graveyard. And still one of the best Harpie monsters in the game because of the fact that she has the ability to special summon other Harpies to the field from the deck. Harpies is a searcher. She's not one of the most executed searchers because she's very restricted to her search. She only get level 4 wind attribute. No, she only get level 4 winged beast monsters with 15 or less attack. So she does have some good targets to get. It's just that she has to wait to the end phase to do that. Her on-field effect is when she's normal summoned, she can select one other winged beast you control and one face-up monster your opponent controls, then bounce those to hand. So it's kind of okay in that sense. We can play around the Divine Wind of the Mist Valley since I think that's in the game. I think Divine Wind of the Mist Valley is in the game. So you try to play around with that. Harpie Perfumer, she's making her appearance. And what an appearance, because remember, Perfumer has the ability to search for spells and tries to specifically list Harpie Lady Sisters in this text. So besides Hysteric Sign, who I'll get into in a moment, Harpie Perfumer is going to be able to get Alien Egotistic. You can start soaring the field with Harpie cards like crazy. Not to mention, if you control a level 7, a level 5 or higher Harpie monster, Perfumer can start playing around with stuff then as well, getting you an additional card that doesn't share the same name as your other target, and adding it to your hand. So, yeah. And remember, she can do this on a normal special summon. Hysteric Sign, of course, one of Harpie's most reliable spell cards. You can send, when it's activated, you can add like an Egotist from your deck or grave to your hand. During the end phase of the turn, this card is sent to the graveyard because it was sent there from your hand or field. You can add 3 Harpie cards with a different name from each other from your deck to your hand. You use each effect of Hysteric Sign once per turn and only once that turn. So, for one of its biggest sacrifices, this card is just OP for Harpies. If it was able to do both effects without any restrictions, like just a restriction of you can use each effect once per turn each, then this card would be completely broken for Harpies. Because, God, it's so good. It allows you to search for your cards, too. And then we have the big mama herself, Cyber/Harpie Lady. Great synchro monster, great access for the Harpies, and you get to play around with a ton of the Harpie setup to put her onto the field and then put a lot of other Harpie cards onto the field as well. So you get effects off like Harpie Perfumer to draw multiple cards, Harpie Feathergrass to, replenish your Harpie ladies, and then put more Harpies. I want to see what people are going to do with their Harpie stuff once this comes out, because I'll be playing it around too. I don't want to forget about Spiritual Wind Art Miyabi, because Miyabi's an old school win card. Most old school win decks did use this just to, put cards your opponent had to the bottom of the deck, but yeah, it's Miyabi. It's nothing grand. It's nothing special about it. It's really good in certain other win decks because of the fact that he does do that whole Tribute to Wind monster. Because this is a great card in Magic Spectre. I will never get Magic Spectre because all the Magic Spectre monsters are Pendulum. So, unless, we do go into Arc V and we get the Pendulum support. Yeah, I really want to see how they're going to work with Pendulum with Duel Links. Just because that's going to be a lot of changes to Duel Links with Pendulum. And they don't probably want to break Pendulum as much as it was in the main game. Alright, so I think I talked about most of this. Harpie Lady Elegance is there for Harpie Lady Sisters. It's great artwork. Anyway, so Duke Devlin, like I said, he's being added. There's a lot of information here on Duke's artwork and stuff, Duke's voice lines, Duke's animation with Orgoth the Relentless, Duke's skills, which, like I said, a lot of these are going to make references to what Duke played in the series. We have cards that affect Gradius, an effect that deals with Strike Ninja, because Strike Ninja wasn't actually his, it was actually, whose was it? Strike Ninja was used with Yugi, Tim, he used Strike Ninja in their Dungeon Dice game. But yeah, he'll have it as one of his abilities. Summoning Crest and Crest Deployment. That's just more references to Dungeon Dice monsters. A lot of dice set up for him as well. And then, of course, one to reflect Orgoth the Relentless. I think 2 effects here reflect Orgoth the Relentless. No, just that one. Yeah, just that one. No, 2. Here it is, because Crest Deployment. Alright, so they also got some matching sleeves for Duke and Orgoth. There's also some Dungeon Dice stuff as well to just pay homage to it. And then some icons for Duke, and then we have some more updates. So some announced cards for the next announcement setup, which I believe is here. Let's see. Here it goes. Yeah, mission circuit away, complete missions to race around the circuit to obtain cards such as um in cards and gems with cards like Heroes Ring. Here, I'm sorry, Hero Ring. I say Heroes Ring. Hero Ring. Hero Ring. Antidote Nurse. Harpie Oracle. Um, Mustang of Mustering of the Dark Scorpions. We have a Gimmick Puppet, Egghead, and Gimmick Puppet Magnet Doll, which I do believe the Gimmick Puppet user in Zexel will be coming. I believe one of these says it. Yeah, let's see. KC Cup's coming back early April. April 6th to April 18th, stage one. The stage one has been not released. Stage two, okay. Yeah. Bingo's coming mid circuit mid April. Tag duels mid April. You can obtain Harpie Oracle and stuff like that through the tag duels. So that's cool because I love Harpie Oracle. Yeah, here it goes. A new character will appear. Win duels to obtain rare cards like Gimmick Puppet, Egghead, or secret rares like Gimmick Puppet, Magnet Doll. I'll gladly do anything for my fans. So I believe that is the Gimmick Puppet user who will be making his appearance. Shark's coming back and he'll be added to the gate. So you'll be able to get Reginald Shark Castle as part of Zexel. Because Water is doing really good right now. Thanks to his inclusion. Not sorry, Mako. Anyway, more Duel Zexel stuff, probably hinted towards, of course, the Gimmick Puppet user, and then just some additional stuff and everything. So they pretty much have April all lined up for us, which is awesome. So probably between April and May, we're probably going to see Duke's appearance, as well as the appearance of the mini box. Sign of Harpies, which I swear to God, I'm going to be playing this game to get a lot of Harpie stuff so I can have it for a deck. And then, yeah, that's pretty much about it because I don't want to go too further. Duel Links is, like I said, it's just a way to branch off from main Yu-Gi-Oh! When you're just tired of the meta. So, and I do hope you guys enjoy some of the new stuff that is coming out because I'm going to be promoting the hell out of Sign of Harpies because Harpies. And I hope those who are fans of Duke Devlin, you guys enjoy Duke's appearance in Duel Links. Gimmick Puppet fans, you're going to probably have some fun with Gimmick Puppet, and people are going to have access to Shark. And, all the other little nuances that are going to be here. Gradius and, dice rolling and stuff like that. So, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the latest leaks and updates for Duel Links. I will make sure to leave a link to this in the description box so you guys can take a look at this yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions or stuff, you can leave them in the comment section below. So I'll catch all of you guys next time. HPJ signing out. Take care. Yes.